Hi friends, I'm Juani and welcome to Juani's house and welcome to the third year, I think it is, of Let's Wrap. Let's Wrap is something that I have done for the last 3 years in which I just simply wrap my gifts, and so you're wrapping with me and I'll tell you like a Christmas story, so it'll be sort of like a story time. So welcome. Now the first thing I want to do is to share with you our Christmas pajamas. You know, every year I purchase us Christmas pajamas, and this year, guys, I am so late. Normally I will purchase our Christmas pajamas during Black Friday, but because this Thanksgiving, it just seemed like it was so close, it was so early, and for Black Friday, I just was kind of thrown out of sorts in a way. And after I did not get the first item that I wanted to get, it just seemed like that entire day ended up being like a total waste, a total wash. And so during Black Friday is when I typically would go to Target or Macy's or somewhere and get our pajamas, and I didn't this year, so I was so late getting these. And so I finally found them. I had been looking. I wanted something that was sort of Christmassy. I really wanted us to all have on the same pajamas. That didn't work out, because had I done it Black Friday, I would have gotten it at a really great deal. And because I waited so long, I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find anything in all the sizes that we needed, nor could I find everything in the colors or something that I like. And most importantly, I could not find all of them in a price that I was willing to pay. So I ended up just going out and finding us some pajamas. So I'm going to show you the pajamas here. I finally found some, and they were really cute. One of my co-workers told me to go to Roses, and I have one that is sort of close to me, not really, but I had intended on going, and I had passed Roses a couple of times and just had never stopped in there. Just was not one of the places that I would stop, but I hear a lot of you guys talk about Roses, and so I went into Roses, and I wish I had gone in there earlier, because they had some really cute pajamas. And now it was to the point where I had to dig and search. But let me show you what I found. So I wanted some pajamas that were like representative of Christmas, but that could also be represented for, you can wear them for the winter time also. And you know, you can wear pajamas whenever you want to, but I just wanted some that would be kind of wintry, and you just wear them throughout the winter season. And so I did not want anything that would be too heavy, like some fleece or something like that. And I didn't want something that was going to be too light. So let me show you. This is what I'm going to show you, what I purchased, because we get our pajamas early. So I made sure that everyone can wear their pajamas. Puda isn't here yet. She'll be here tomorrow. So hopefully, well, these should fit her. But let me show you what I got. These pajamas here. They are like, I think they're like cotton and polyester. It's polyester and spandex. It's a size small, and as you see, they have the elf, the dog, and the little snowflake here. Also has some ornaments. Now this is overly Christmas, but it is okay, because once she goes back to Japan, you know, it doesn't matter. She'll be wearing them at night and nobody will see them anyway. But I made sure that these are long sleeve. They're not short sleeves. And guys, the price of these, they had these on sale, and they were $9.99 for the set. They had a lot. I could tell they had some really great ones to choose from. And so I might have to go there again maybe next year. That will be my first stop for pajamas, because these are really nice. Now, the reason why I say that is because I was also able to find myself some. I would have gotten the same ones that I purchased Puda, but once again, I did not want to have anything that was overly Christmas, and I could not find my size. But I did find my size in these here. These have it's like a winter like snowflake kind of motif that you would find in like one of those old vintage sweaters. And so I have the top here and I have the bottoms, and these are size extra large. They fit very, very well. I tried them on and they are very comfortable. And I love the colors with the red and the white. And actually, I really wanted us to get I wanted all of our pajamas to be like red and white, or something like that, or the plaid pajamas. But that didn't happen. But these were cute, like I said, and these were $9. Okay. And then for Mr. B, they had some of the flannel pajama pants, as well as the thermal tops, but he had a lot of them. And last year I bought him these really nice pajamas from Macy's. It was from JCPenney's, and they were the tops and the bottoms, and they were like a really nice cotton material. And once again, I missed that sale also, because that was a really good Black Friday sale. But I was able to find these here from Rose's. And guys, these pajamas, and it's the set, once again, they're long sleeve. They button up here in the front. They were made very nicely. And this is a size large. And Mr. B tried them on because I wanted to make sure that they fit him well, and they do. They have the cuffs here at the arm, and these were $7.99. $7.99, and you got the pants also with the cuffs at the end. Now, I would have loved if I would have been able to find this in like a red or black or something, but they didn't. And I'm sure they probably had other patterns, and I just missed out. But I was happy to be able to get these. So these are our Christmas pajamas. I just wanted to make sure that I shared them with you. So the items that I am going to begin wrapping and are all for Puda. Because she's going to be here tomorrow, I want to make sure that I have all of her stuff wrapped and under the tree before she gets here, and then I can just concentrate on wrapping everyone else's gifts. For my nieces and my nephews, I typically will wrap a couple of things for them so that they can have something to unwrap, but then everything else I just put out under the tree. That's how my parents, I'm sorry, something is sticking me. My parents did us. We would have just like the gifts up under the tree, all of the toys or whatever up under the tree, as if Santa Claus had came, and that's how he left them. So that is the way I'm gonna do. Like I said, I'm gonna wrap some things. Some things will be wrapped, some things will be in a bag, and the other things will just be up under the tree. And I know my siblings, they will probably come with their stuff wrapped. 9 times out of 10, they will probably come with their stuff wrapped just to put up under the tree. All right, so I'm not gonna show you the things that I am getting Puda, because she watches my videos and I don't want it to spoil for her. Oh good, I did get an extra large. I also picked up another one of those pajama sets, and I picked this one up from my uncle, and this is the George Martin brand, but I picked up one from my uncle also, and like I said, it's $7.99. These were really great value, and they go up to a size 3 extra large for a waist size 50 to 52 and chest size 54 to 56. And yeah, so I bought this. I was wondering if I had actually got him a large or extra large, so I got him an extra large. Okay, so now we can begin wrapping her gifts. So I was talking to Puda a couple of weeks ago, and she thought that I should have like a segment, and I really wish I would have done this earlier, and talked about like any of your like disastrous Christmases or things like that, and tell it in each week or each day or something like that. Tell a story about something that happened for Christmas. I will probably do that next year, and where you can share your stories, and then I would like probably tell you how I would respond. I would have probably responded to it, but you never can say how you would respond to something until you're in that situation. But yeah, because I'm always sharing my stories, and I would love to read your stories and get other people's input about, you know, how they may have handled it or what they thought about it. Maybe they had something happen to them that was similar. So for this year's story, it's my bra. I'm sorry guys. This underwire is sticking me. This year's story, I was like trying to think, what will I share this year? I've told you guys about the Thanksgiving incident. I told you guys about the year where I bought too many gifts for Puda for Christmas. And I was talking to her about it, and she was like, Mom, why don't you tell the story about the awful gifts? And I was like, you know what? That is very good. And for her to remember that, I must have really, my expression must have really like stuck with her. And so that's the story I'm going to tell today. So have you ever received an awful Christmas gift? And if you did, how did you handle it? Well, I'm going to tell you about my story and how I handled it. So this was probably in 2000. Probably 2000. So it was Mr. B and I had been together for about a year then. And so you guys know, when I lived in Los Angeles, my sister and I lived together. So we were roommates. And I was dating Mr. B and she was dating someone else. Right? And so they probably had been dating maybe 6 months or so longer than Mr. B and I had been dating. And so they're dating and come up to Christmas. You know what, maybe we had been dating 2 years. So let's say it was 2 years. So Christmas time has come and they've been together for 2 years and they break up. They had an awful, awful breakup. So bad that when they broke up, I took my sister out. We went out to this club because we was trying to get her mind off the breakup. And my sister does not drink. She drinks very, very little. And so we went out with our neighbor who also living in our building. And so we went out to this club. And if you're from LA, you may remember Bistro. It was not Bistro 880. It was the Townhouse in Ladera House. And so we went to the Townhouse and we sat up at the bar. We sat up at the bar and I got whatever I drank. I don't remember, but whatever I drank. And so my sister, our neighbor, was like, well, give her a drink too. I said, okay, well, make her drink very weak because she is not a drinker. So my sister is sitting next to me, and on the other side of my sister is our friend Pat. So Pat knew the bartender, and so I told Pat, I told Pat, well, whatever you order her, make it very weak. Well, Pat tells the bartender, hook her up. So hook her up, he did. So we're drinking or whatever, and guys, it probably only took about 30-45 minutes. And my sister, you know, she was just dancing on, you know, they have those stools and she's doing all this on the bar stool or whatever. And she's dancing or whatever. And so then she just starts laughing for no reason. I did not know why she was laughing. And so because she was laughing, so I thought it was something going on between her and Pat. So she's laughing, so I begin to laugh. And so I'm looking another way or whatever, and my sister pats me on my leg, and I turn around and I look at her, I'm like, what? And she points to the ground, and she had on this wig, guys, and the wig was on the ground. And I was like, oh my God. So she is like staring at the wig laughing because she is so freaking drunk and laughing at the wig. So I reached down, grabbed the wig, and put her head in my lap and try to put the wig back on her head. Guys, when it came back, when she lifted her head back up, the wig was like this. It was so lopsided. Oh my God. So there was some guys sitting across on the other side of the bar, and they saw it and they just bust out laughing. So I looked at her and I get her wig and I turn it like this. Oh my God. And so I'm like, what did you give her? She was like, she didn't have nothing but one drink. She hadn't drunk all the drink. I said, I said, you put alcohol in? I told you not to put a lot of alcohol in. She goes, but I didn't think she would act like that. Well, she was overly like stimulated because she was like really down about the breakup. And so she's like, I want to dance. So I was like, but Alicia, you can't go out there and dance like this. So she was like, I want to dance. So I'm like, okay, we're going to go out to the dance floor and we're going to dance. So we're walking from the bar to go around this corner into the dance floor. And so she's weaving and trying to dance or whatever. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm trying to dance with her. You know, I was like, okay, maybe if we dance, you know, she can kind of dance some of this off. Guys, she was all over that dance floor and bumping into people or whatever. And I said, you know what? No. We are about to leave. We're about to leave, and we were leaving out the club. I said, Pat, I'm about to leave, and I'm taking her home. So I'm leaving out the club, and she is like, we walked past, someone had like a vendor and they had jewelry there. And I am like, she's like, oh, look at the jewelry. Look at the pretty, pretty jewelry. And I said, yeah, look at the jewelry. I said, come on, we have to go. She's like, I want to look at the jewelry. I said, no, Lee, come on. We're going to go home. You don't need to look at the jewelry. Guys, it was like in this breezeway. And it, you know, and so it carried an echo. And she screeched the most horrifying scream. And she was like, ah, you are so mean to me. Why are you so mean to me, Juani? Why are you so mean to me? Then she started crying and saying, why did he leave me? Why didn't he want to be with me? Oh my goodness. This was right around the holiday time. And I was like, I don't know. So everybody's looking because they think I did something to her. So I'm just trying to get her out of that breezeway into the car. And then she was like, why won't you let me buy anything, Juani? I was like, oh gosh. So I got her in the house, in the car, and we got home. And all night she cried. She cried and I could not console her. But it was not her. It was the alcohol. And so my sister does not drink. And so during that time, I was like, you know, I was like overcompensating because I wanted her to, you know, be okay during the holidays. And I knew that Mr. B was coming over and I knew her guy wasn't coming over. So I bought her like everything that I thought that she would want. You know, I bought her, at the time, those little fountains were popular, and I bought her the fountain so she can put it in her room or whatever and just kind of like meditate and, you know, go to sleep on the music. I bought her this beautiful wrought iron. It was a tall picture frame, and so she could put like pictures in there. It was huge. I bought her some boots, I bought her some clothes. I just bought her a lot of things. Because I knew, you know, she probably would have been expecting something from him, and now she wouldn't. And, you know, I just did not want to put my relationship in her face like that. And so I was real empathetic about what she was going through. So fast forward, and now we're at Christmas. And so I have all of our stuff out in front under the tree. And how I've always done it is that when you go to sleep, there's nothing in front of the tree. But when you wake up, I get up super early in the morning, and that's when Santa Claus comes. And when everyone wakes up, everything is out in front of the tree. And so I did that. And so, of course, Poodle wakes up early, and she goes and opens up her stuff. But she is only going to let us stay asleep for so long. So we probably got an extra 2 hours in. So probably around 5:30, 6 o'clock, we were up, because Poodle will be up really early. And so we get up, and we, what do? We opening our gifts. So I am so excited about my sister opening up her gifts or whatever. So everything that I gave her, yes, she was happy about or whatever, but she was not like overjoyed, because this was like now her first Christmas that she was, you know, it was a bad breakup. And so I go and I open my gifts, and guys, these were some of the sorriest gifts in the world. And I could not let her know that, oh my God, I know you did not get me this. And one of the things that she bought me was a can opener. Who buys anyone a can opener? And we laugh about it now. And so she was so freaking excited about me getting this can opener. I have a picture, and I'm gonna insert the picture. She was like, come on, let's take a picture. But because I did not want to hurt her feelings, I took a freaking picture with the can opener. And in the picture, you can read my face, and you can tell that I was not a happy camper. Thank God that my Mr. B and my dad had some Poodle money to go shopping for me. I had other stuff, but oh my goodness. But I could not let her know that I can't believe you bought me a freaking can opener. So in the picture, you're going to see me. I'm like, eh. So she bought me a can opener. She bought me, let me see. I want to say that is the year that she bought me a crock pot. And I think she bought me an electric vacuum, like a portable vacuum, or it was something else. But I have a picture of the can opener. And so, yeah, like I said, we laugh about it now. And so I could not tell her that I just did not want to seem, ungrateful. But I was like, I put in all this thought for you, and that's how I do for everybody. I put in excuse me guys, I put in a lot of thought on any gifts that I give, and even any gifts that I even give out, as far as like giveaways. There are things that I think that I know that I would like. So if I figure if I would like them, other people like them too, because I wouldn't dare give anyone anything that I wouldn't like myself or want myself. So I'm like, okay, just keep it to yourself and smile. And that's what I did. And so I remember us getting into an argument, just like, you know, sisters do. We got into an argument, and somehow I said, and you gave me that sorry A gift. Who gives anybody a damn can opener for Christmas? Who does that? It wasn't a housewarming gift. Who gives anyone that? So she was like, well, it was the new kind of can opener. What? Because it was electric? It wasn't that new. And then she's like, and you can't talk because you gave me rocks in a bowl. Rocks in a bowl. I didn't know what the rocks in a bowl were. I'm like, rocks in a bowl? I did not give you rocks in a bowl. Guys, what my sister was talking about was the fountain that I gave her. She called it rocks in a bowl. She did not realize it was a fountain. She literally thought I gave her rocks in a bowl. Oh, why did she do that? I was like, yo, uncouth tail. that was a freaking fountain. And so she was like, I didn't want, who gives anybody a fountain or whatever? Oh, you know what else I gave her? I remember now. I gave her a spa, the portable spa that you put into the bathtub. That's why I gave her the rocks in a bowl, because I was trying to create an experience for her, and her uncouth tail did not realize it. So she said I gave her rocks in a bowl. So my best friend, who was also my maid of honors in my wedding, when I told her, because I was so mad, she says to me, that was really nice. That was a really nice gift. If she doesn't want it, I would like it. I said, yeah, you know why you like it? Because you have class and you have couth. And oh my God, but we laugh about that now. And so months later, I go into my sister's room and she's fixed it up, and she has her chair. She had like a chaise lounge in her room. And and then she had like a little table. And she also had what on that table? My rocks in a bowl. And I said, oh, so you decided to use my rocks in a bowl. And she was like, you know what? I didn't know what that was. That's really nice. I said, yeah, it's really nice. Your uncouth tail. So we laugh about that now, because although it was a hard time for her, I mean, at the end, when you go back in hindsight 2020, it all you know, eases over, and she got over that. But that's a story that we talk about all of the time, the rocks in the bowl. So have you ever had any type of situation where you got like a gift that you was like, this isn't me. What about this that you think was me, or that I would like it, or, you know, and how did you handle that situation? I'm eager to know, you know, hear and to know how you handle the situation. And if it's a funny story, tell me, and I may read it. We have only a couple of days before Christmas, so if you have anything, I might come on here and read some of them tomorrow, and we'll talk about it and we'll laugh about it. And yeah, I think that'll be a great way to end this entire holiday season on some funny notes, and just to hear like some of your experiences. Well, as you see, evidently I can't do two things at once. Evidently I can't wrap gifts anymore and talk to you guys, because I have done nothing. But guys, you guys know I am like overly animated. I can't help it. That's just in my DNA. And yeah, that's just the way I am. I cannot help it. And I try to engage you guys. And I hear a lot of you guys always telling me about I'm a great storyteller. Mr. B says I tell every detail. That's because I'm trying to paint a picture. I'm an artist. At the end of the day, I'm an artist. We'll see. How do I want to name it? I am an imagination artist. So I am painting a picture in your brain. So if I can't paint a picture without leaving out details, artists put a lot of detail in their work. So I have to be very detailed when I'm telling my story. So I'm building up to, you know, the plateau, the crescendo. He doesn't understand that. He was like, oh my God, babe, you tell great stories, but just get to it. If I just got to it, that would be nothing. That would be nothing to it. There would be nothing to lead you up to. I learned that one thing I'm not sure if you guys know about me, and I don't know if I've ever shared this, that in college, and I may have, in college, I needed to make some extra money. And I had one of my, this young lady who was in a class with me, she told me that she had a job and she was working as a phone sex operator. And she was so good and she made all this money. Okay. And so, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go and make me some extra money while I'm in school, and I'm gonna go to this and do the phone sex operator. Guys, I went, and it was up in Hollywood. I went up in Hollywood thinking that I was going to do this. And so they put me on the phone with this woman, and she was a really heavy set lady. But she had a beautiful voice, beautiful voice. When I spoke, when I sat next to her, I had to look at her. I was like, dang. And so they had me come up with a name or whatever. And, you know, they told me, you know, what I needed to do. Now, the part that I understood was that the longer you kept the men on the phone, the more money you made. And then, so I understood that much. But the part that I did not understand was that I was supposed to be, it's like I was supposed to be creating a fantasy. And so it did not click to me that, you know, what I had to do. And so evidently, when I got on the phone, and I don't remember my name or whatever, and she was like, my friend is here, and, you know, and said, and I had already told them my name or whatever. And so they were listening on another line. And guys, you know, first of all, my voice, one, probably isn't the sexiest. And when I hear myself over, I'm like, woo. So then, you know, we're talking or whatever, and before I jump in, I hear some of the things that she was saying, whatever, but she had never like really got to it. So anyway, when I get on the phone, I said whatever I said, and evidently whatever I said was enough to get him off, and he hung up the phone. And I was like, well, dang. And so she was like, no, you are supposed to build them up to it, you know. And I was like, build them up to it. And so evidently he wanted a threesome or something. And I don't know. I said something, and it was whatever he wanted to hear. And he hung up, and there went my career as a phone sex operator. I don't know if you guys remember what Girl 6, she was a girl, she was a phone sex operator too. But yeah, that was like in the early 90s. Early 90s. So now, after that, I think I have learned how to tell a story. I can build something up. I said all that to tell you that. So that taught me how to build a story and, you know, and build it up. And yeah, but that was not the route for me. I just couldn't. That was, I don't know what to say. And yeah, I was turned off real quick. Real quick. I was like, I also told you guys that I went somewhere to try to be a private dancer at one of those. It was like a gentleman's club. And you don't take off any clothes or anything. You were just guys would choose, men, they were all older men. They would come in and choose you, and you would have on like these costumes, and you just dance with them. You dance for money. It was just like that Tina Turner song, Private Dancer. It was exactly like that. That turned me up. I didn't get nowhere. I told the guy I left my ID in my dorm. I said, I left my ID at home. I'm gonna come back, because when I saw that, I thought it was so degraded. In my head, I'm like, oh yeah, I can do that. I was like, girl, I am not built from that cloth. I just, that was not me. Not me at all. And now it seems like I don't have, oh, that did go to that. It looks like I'm going to have to end up probably going to get some more bags. I had this right here. I wanted to put it in the box, but I guess I'm going to end up using a bag. And I guess this is gonna have to work. It doesn't go with my color scheme, but yeah, I'm not into, I'm gonna have all of my matching have all of my matching wrapping paper and everything up in the front, and then everything else will probably go to the back. I think that's how I'll handle that one. Yeah, but that's it, guys. Okay, guys, I'm sorry about that, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish wrapping these presents, and I just wanted to come in and say hello and to wrap with you guys, tell you guys a story, and yeah, and wish you guys a happy week. I know a lot of you guys may be going away for the holidays or having people over, and I wish you safe travels. I am not done with my Christmas shopping. Like I said, Thanksgiving I think just really threw me off, and so I normally would have been done by now, but when Puda comes in tomorrow, we are going Christmas shopping for her. And then what else am I doing? We're going Christmas shopping for her, and then Saturday we're gonna go Christmas shopping. Sunday, if we don't get everything done, then we're gonna hopefully finish everything up. I have a couple of more things to get. I need to get, I think I'm done with my mom. I might get Mr. B one more thing. I think Puda might get a couple of more things. I need to get something for my eldest brother. I have something for him, but I have one more thing to get from him, and something for my baby brother, and I have something for my sister. My aunt is taken care of. I need to get one more thing for her. My uncle is done. I have everything for him. And my niece and my nephews, the only thing I have to get for them is their Christmas pajamas. I did not go to Shoppers World, so I will probably go by there tomorrow and get that, and so then I will be done. Christmas, we are having brunch at my house, and so I haven't bought any of the food for that. I told you guys I am like so behind, so I will be doing that on Saturday or Sunday, and probably it will probably be Sunday when I do that. And I am just going to make a breakfast quiche. I'm gonna make a couple of quiches. I'm also going to make this it's a sausage. I think I did eggs on there, so maybe I won't do the quiche. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I need to sit down and write down what I'm gonna have. I am gonna make a fruit salad, and yeah, I might do some yogurt. I want some yogurt and granola, so I might do a couple of granola parfaits or something like that. But I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna sit down and really think about what it is that I want to make, and it'll just, you know, just for a couple of hours. And I think on Christmas we are going to chill. We're going to chill. We was talking about going to the movies or something. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's going to be a real chill day. I don't know what we're going to do about Christmas dinner. Not even thinking about Christmas dinner at this point, but it is what it is. So guys, this video is like entirely too long, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut it off now. I hope you enjoyed wrapping with me. I also hope that you enjoyed this year's Christmas story, and make sure, like I said, to leave me down in the comment below any of your Christmas mishaps, or if you ever received a gift that was like awful and you were not a happy camper. How did you handle that? Did you handle it like I did and eventually told the person, you know what, I didn't like that? Or did you just keep it to yourself? Normally, I think I would have kept it to myself. Had my sister and I not gotten into that argument, she would have never known. Well, no, I would have said something. That's just the type of person I am. I would have said something. Anyway, so guys, I will see you in the next video. But before I go, you know what I always say. The next time you're in town, you can always stop by Juani's house. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.